everybody. Happy Saturday night.
Yeah. The color of your hat is so pretty.
Thank you. This was my birthday present from Swan and Stone Millinery and my family.
Really
It was a collaboration, yeah. And I have shoes that match. I have these great wedges that are blue and black. So.
Very nice.
Thank you.
I'm just in a sweatshirt tonight. That's all I could do.
You know what? That's the beauty of these events. You can dress or you can not.
I have yet to party without pajama bottoms on.
You wear pants?
But the glasses game is strong.
Yes, not fancy.
The glasses are everything.
It's instead of makeup, folks.
Ooh, Liz, I spy something pretty.
Oh, look, Liz, you look so good. Modeling their art party diner. I'm going to give it one more minute and we will start the evening event.
I'm just spotlighting Liz really quick because.
Damn, Liz, it's so good.
She left.
That's very funny. That's an Ekologic outfit she's got there?
Yeah, that's the cocoa sweater, and that is our beret. I made a matching set. So.
I love it. Brenda, I like the color of your wall. It's like a greenish variation on my backdrop color.
Thank you. It's my daughter's painting.
Go. Okay, it is 5:33, so we are going to get started. Hello, everyone. So nice seeing you. If you haven't yet, feel free to put in the chat where you are here from. And also the chat is a great place during the presentations where you can pop your questions or your comments, and we will do our best to respond and get to all your questions. We also want to let you know one technical thing, that if for any reason the party ends abruptly, we are going to post an updated link on our website right away at artpartycentral.org. So www.artpartycentral.org is where you would find that. So that's it for technical stuff. Welcome, welcome, and let's get to the fun stuff. We'd like to have a cheers. So if you have a glass of something in front of you, let's toast to all being together and being a community of artisans and art lovers. Cheers. Happy Saturday night.
Cheers, everybody.
So now we're going to mute everyone. Don't be offended. It's just Zoom protocol. I'd like
Karla, please unmute yourself, sweetie.
There will never be a party where I don't need that reminder. It's just my thing. Anyway, let me introduce myself for those that don't know me. I'm Karla of Karla Gudeon Art and Design and one of the co-founders of Art Party Central. I can be found on my website with my line of hand watercolored engravings and gifts for the home. I also would like to give a shout out to my co-host and co-founder of Art Party Central, Meghan Patrice Riley of Meghan Patrice Riley Jewelry. And she's going to be online today, making sure everything goes smoothly for all of us. She's going to be putting links for you in the chat and keeping things running smoothly while I spiel. So today we are joined by 6 super talented artists. We have another founding member of Art Party Central. You get a theme going here. We have Kathleen Tesnakis from Ekologic Clothing and Accessories. We have Crystal Kodada. We have Luba Ermalova from LFabrika, Ayala Naphtali from Ayala Naphtali Jewelry, Nina Valenti from NatureVsFuture, and Danielle Merzatta from Merzatta Jewelry. Let me tell you how this party is going to shake out. Each of the 6 artists is going to do a presentation, and then if time allows, I'm going to ask each of them 1 or 2 questions. And then at the end of the party, we're going to raffle off 6 $50 gift certificates, 1 to each of the artists' websites. You have to be present to win, so make sure you stick around because there's lots of chances for these great prizes to these great websites. We're also going to give everyone a special discount code at the end that's good for all 6 of the artisans' websites, as well as the host and co-host this evening, MeghanPatriceRiley.com and KarlaGudeon.com. And then at the end of the party, for those who want to stick around, we're going to open it up for chatting, for questions, and for hanging out together on Saturday night and mingling. So let's get to the fun stuff. Our first artist tonight is Kathleen. Kathleen, take it away.
Hello, everybody. Let's get myself properly unmuted here. Welcome to the Ekologic studio. Many of you know me, but for those that don't, I am a recycling fashion designer. I specialize in reclaiming old cashmere sweaters to create fabric out of, and then I take that fabric and collage it into my new work. So every piece is a one of a kind. I'm wearing something different today. I'm not sure that many of you have seen this sweater, but I thought, yes, Ekologic can be bright and fun, but I also do classic pieces as well. I'm currently wearing the Julie zip sweater, which can be worn open or closed. Tonight, though, I wanted to show you one of my favorite pieces that is on the mannequin. When I'm recycling, I will find some wonderful elements, and it always takes me a little bit extra to figure out how to manage to get them into a particular piece. But one of the really cool pieces that I believe was just uploaded to the website actually today is this beaded butterfly. So I wanted to give you an opportunity to just see this piece. It is truly one of a kind and just so much fun. I always like to pair the butterfly with a little tank underneath, and you can wear it with, you know, like dresses with big A-line piece, wide pants, you know, layer it up so many different ways. The butterfly is really, really fun. What I have here also today, I wanted to show you a really great skirt and top set. This again is one of the brighter butterflies. It is the green one here, and it has a great banded skirt with it. So that is some of the new clothing that I have been thinking about. But I've also thought a lot about this being in the snow recently in my work. I know a lot of you out there were shoveling your driveways and all kinds of things. And I put a really funny picture on my Instagram with me layered up. And I wanted to show you what those layers were. One of the pieces is my balaclava, and it is really great for the active person. You can obviously get complete coverage if that is what you'd like. It's kind of great over a mask. The other fun part is you can wear it just as a gaiter. And when I was wearing it out in the snow, because I was wearing absolutely everything because it was freezing, I'm just gonna show you that really quick because it's kind of funny. I actually had one of my beret styles on top like this, the scarf, and I even had one of my neck scarves because there was no way there was any snow coming into my life at all. So this is how you sort of survive out in the world with Ekologic cashmere. And one of the fun things that I love to see happen is I always tell people that my work is great in the rain and the snow. And when it snows and you come inside, usually your hat is just covered with the sweetest little raindrops. And all you have to do is shake it off and put it on the doorknob to wait for you until you're ready again. The fun part is the inside is always dry and toasty warm. And that is part of the cashmere properties that make it so wonderful for our hats, our mittens, our gloves. The other thing I wanted to talk about today was just about some statistics on being green and what that means. There's a statistic that says most people in America throw out about 80 pounds worth of clothing every year. And with recycling, it allows me to go in and offset some of that discard, making sure that it doesn't get landfilled. Another really cool attribute about recycling and remaking items out of it is the lack of dependence on virgin materials. The textile industry is one of the largest polluters in the world, and that the pollution really occurs from the processing of the material, the chemicals, the dyes, the actual carbon footprint that it takes to make a new item. So by recycling in the way that I do, I'm really saving a lot of impact that would normally happen to our planet when buying a new item. So it's really fun to know that you can have something beautiful, that it can be a part of your philosophy to be careful with how you're impacting the world around us and global warming. And it's what really serves my passion every day, to make you great things that don't have the traditional chemicals and negative byproducts. Anyway, I have lots of great stuff for spring. I've been doing these incredible little cuffs, which are not felted. They're good for just about anybody. I have solid colors and other colors. And then I've done these scarves. They're twist scarf. You can wear it in your hair. You can wear it on your neck. What you're going to see new on this site is I've done a couple of different styles. So you'll have accents on the ends or accents on the middle if you're one of those people that loves to wear it as a little headband. They're really, really fun and a great piece to like go into spring with, because I know we're tired of bundling up, and a little brightness goes a long way. Do you have any questions for me, Karla?
I absolutely do. And I'm like a super fan, as here we go. And I just admire you in every way, as a designer, as a person, and as somebody doing something great for the planet. And it makes you feel so good to wear something knowing it's like that. So how did you become a zero waste studio? Like, how did you get down to nothing?
Actually, it's really fun. I mean, this year I invested in a new felting machine that is allowing me to take some of my scrap and create new material out of it. I actually have just been testing the methods. Yesterday, I started creating these pieces. This is just really, these are just like test samples, but I wanted to show you that I have actually created solid fabric from the scrap waste that has come off the sewing tables. So it's a really exciting new technique that I'm not sure how it is going to evolve. Right now, I'm just testing, does it need a background fabric? How are the needles interacting?
Super exciting that we're getting like this direct line to your creative process and what's going on in that magical head of yours. I love that. Kathleen, I'm sure there's going to be more questions at the after party, but thank you so much for your engaging talk about your amazing work. And we're going to pass it on to Crystal.
Thank you.
Hello, Crystal.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. I'm handbag designer Kodada, and a little bit about myself. I went to FIT for accessory design. I do all my design specifications here in my home studio. I have all my handbags manufactured in a very small sewing studio in Union City, New Jersey. And then all my handbags are handcrafted with full grain leather, which is upholstery couch leather actually they use, and it's very sustainable. All my materials are also purchased here in the US. And so yeah, you can see kind of this high-low things, so it's cool. A really important thing about my how I design, I'm all about inspiring and empowering you beyond the purse. And I'm really about really, it's all about functionality, and sustainability, but also just empowerment and really making you feel amazing and really creating, as I'm designing, all the positive feelings that I want you to feel while you're carrying, a Kodada bag. My first design here is the Invincible Clutch. Again, I want you to feel invincible. This bag is really all about showcasing and spotlighting you as an individual, telling your story. This clutch here too is actually I have a design patent on it. So that was definitely an accomplishment I was really excited about because I really wanted to just be, just really just stand out and be unique in terms of just, again, functionality. So you can, it's like jewelry for your hand. Then you can put like your ID or credit card under the flap. So you're very just like suave. You have your back slip pocket here. And then there's a top zip as well here. And it has light lining so you can easily find everything. This also has a chain, so you can wear it as a crossbody. So it has a couple different versatility options. Next bag is my timeless tote. And again, all about, I want you to feel timeless. Every woman I feel like has a timeless essence about her. And so that really, I really incorporated that into this design. So also I'm all about like comfort. So this is really has a top dip, so it's comfortable underneath your arm. It has, you can put your iPad here. So everything's at your fingertips. And then you also have your back slip pocket here as well. And then I have here, because I just love having props to show, to understand kind of everything. Like this is the my laptop. So you can kind of easily put like your laptop in there. Also put like your antibacterial, like there's like a snap for it. And then there's the back slip, there's the logo here. So you can, it's embossed, so it's secret yet special. There's that. So then we go on to the back bag. This is the Freedom back bag. Again, all about functionality. So I have my pocket here in the front where you can put your cell phone as well. Because really it's, and I want this to be like, this is the Freedom backpack. There's no limitations. I want you to, while you're using this bag, that you can really just go anywhere, feel just empowered. You can put your water bottle in here. It's also a padded pocket for your devices. You can put your iPad as well. And also your passport for traveling. When we travel, we will travel again. Also back slip pocket here. And then again, it's really comfortable on, and it is has a really nice, just like, it's not bulky, so it's very sleek. Yes. Then we have a limitless tote. This was love it for sketch when I first designed it. And everything's at your fingertips. You can put your mask in here. You can put your cell phone in there. And then your pocket here, which is really great. The secret pocket is for your sunglasses. So, and then your back slip pockets here. And then, yes. And then one thing I wanted to talk about too is that I didn't talk about this before, but this is one of the sketches, as you can kind of see, sort of the process that I have when I design. But this is my next design that will be coming out soon. It's like a circle crossbody with a lot of different pockets. I feel like circle is a really organic shape, and that's kind of an idea that I want to really bring to the world, to you. This is a runway wristlet, which can be worn 3 different ways as a crossbody. You can also wear it. You can take off the strap, and then it becomes a wristlet. And then you can take this strap, and then it becomes a short shoulder. And again, you can have your cell phone here as well. Back slip pockets. Yeah.
Crystal, I love so much about what you said, and especially going back to that line, like beyond the purse, where I just feel like when you carry something of yours, we're going to feel your energy, which is so exciting and creative and fresh, and a fresh take on everything. I can't imagine people, when you carry that first bag, don't come up to you and go, wait, what is that? Is that a purse, or is that a bracelet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And is that one of the things people like the most about your work, is that they kind of feel the creative energy that went into it as they're wearing it?
Absolutely, with lots of love and inspiration and energy. Absolutely, like it's just like it's embedded in the purse when they get it. They're like, ah, and it's just like you get like this great like vibrational energy. And yes, like my customers just, they absolutely love that it's unique. So when they go out there, there's like you know, there's lots of like compliments. Customers will come, other people will come up to them like, where did you get that bag? And it just really it just really makes you feel special and different and unique.
And you do that too. You have this way of making people feel special. Even just sitting here talking to you, you know, I could tell you're enthused by who's here to watch you. So one of the questions is, what kind of service do you provide to your customers? And a question in the chat right this minute is, what are some of the colors you use for your bags?
Yeah, so the kind of this customer journey quickly just is about, it's really like, I'm here to just kind of guide you from start to finish. I am the person that ships your product. I'm the person that talks to you directly, you know, on social media or on the chat button on my website. I'm really just all about, I love my customers with all my heart, and I feel like, you know, they've become my friends. So it's really just, again, that just like white glove service, you know, any questions, and there's like a 10-year warranty and all that. And then in terms of colors, it's kind of, I do very like limited runs, so it's very like exclusive. And then when I am going into another production run soon, so then it's kind of like I come in with new colors and stuff. So I kind of like, I try not to be like, it's always, but the colors that are, the stone color is definitely our best selling color. That's so neutral, that can just be worn all year round. Everyone loves it so much, so I do always remake it because it's just so versatile. So there's the stone color, and then the turmeric is only actually, it's been selling out, so I only have the turmeric in this one bag. And then the Bordeaux, like the wine color, in this bag as well only. But then what's a really great color is the saddle, the cognac color, which is in this bag, and then also in the clutch. I only have like 2 more of this bag in this color. So it's just,
I kind of love that. It feels like you would be picking the color for us too by what you have available. Thank you. I'm sure we're going to have so many more questions for you at the after party, Crystal. Thank you so much for a great presentation. And I'm super excited for our next presenter, because she is a first. This is her first art party day. So Luba, take it away. Luba, unmute yourself. I think, Luba, you're still muted.
Yes, still I'm muted?
Now you're good.
I'm good. Yeah, I see I'm good. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Yes, it's true. I'm first time here, and I'm so excited to be here and see you all. And some of them, you know me, and I hope you will know me better after this presentation. Okay, my name is LFabrika, and I am founder and creator of LFabrika. I was born and raised in Russia, and my grandmother born in bulk of my love with knitting. I stuck with knitting from all like my very early age. And I came to US, to the United States 17 years ago. And I got my first job in Ekologic. And after a while, when Kathleen, she saw my work, and she really convinced me to open my own business. And here I'm here already, like I'm doing this 13 years and travel around the shows around the country. And around this years, through these years, I met amazing people, and I'm so grateful. And now today, I would like you to see my scarves closely. And I would like to start with merino wool and silk combination scarf. And this, we create big, huge piece first. I want to show you. This like small blanket. It's so soft. We use, for our knitting, we use knitting looms. And after, when I finish knitting, we use felting technique and make this fabric more softer and thicker. And like you see right now, it's mix of few colors. I made this scarf, wrap, shawl from 6 ply of yarn, and you can wrap yourself very deeply, you know, all your back will cover, and you can use this like a blanket and keep this on top of your chair or couch. And I have 3 sizes of that. and medium and small, and the little narrow small ones, and I will show you just color of it. And when you visit our website, you will see more different colors we have. Actually, this one, for example, I will this very narrow, and it could be wear like regular scarf, very simple, tie. But it's really the same technique when we use for big, huge wrap. Okay, next one I would like to introduce collection. It's about cashmere merino woolen silk. It's very soft, very gentle to your skin, and very long. I like long scarf for some reason, because you have many things to do with that. You can wrap yourself, you can make yourself presenting like that, you can walk. And also, if you start and doing like twice, tie twice, it will be very gentle to your skin, and you can be asymmetric. You can make whatever you want with the scarf, and you can cover a little bit of your head if you want, and very soft. I use cashmere in silk. This yarn I found, I experimenting all the time, like all of us. And finally, I stick with beautiful yarn from Italy. This yarn from amazing company called Curated, Italian company, and this yarn come to my studio directly from them. And different colors. I will show you just for example, how bright they are and how fine combination, cashmere and silk, merino woolen silk. It's amazing yarn. Even when I work with this, it's very soft, very lovely yarn. Okay, another my collection, probably you already know about it, because I do this scarves many years, and many of my customers, they have them, and they're fun. The 3 colors combination scarf. I will show you first how I wearing them. Okay, you're going around the neck. One goes through loop, twist the loop, and another one. And this way, you will see all the time 3 colors combination here next to your neck. It is made out of rayon, and because rayon is little heavy material and drapes very well, and not many people are allergic to wool. And for these customers, I create this scarf for them, because many people, they said something not wool. Do you have something but not wool? But okay, now I have, and I will show you a few colors what it's really favorite of my customers. This blue one going with jeans, summer spring color, very nice color. People love it. This very classy one, mix black, white, and gray. Another one with cherry, black, and gray. And this color, jewel tone, and very bright one.
Luba,
And this just fun. Yeah, the 7 colors, and this just different colors, 7 colors.
Luba, this collection is like having a party in a scarf. I love it. It's sophisticated,
I
but
cannot stop to talk about it.
it's so
Yeah.
happy. I do have a couple of questions for you. Somebody asked about the pink scarf, so I'm assuming it's the pink one on the mannequin right behind you.
Okay, I will show you very quick. Okay, I will show you vanilla one. It's the same thing. This we just uploading is this spring summer collection. This 100% of linen. It's very light. It's my passion. It's my grandma actually needs very light, lacy Russian shawls, you know, and I just love it. It's in me, this design. And we have different colors. And this could be worn like you see mannequin. It's around your shoulders. These colors I will show you very quick. On the website, you will see
So
little colors, and yeah, and you can wear like
It's so effervescent.
and
Luba, I know like some of your ones for the current season, like the ones, oh, look at that, very old Hollywood. That's fantastic. I know the one behind you, you know, and the ones for the current season, you know, this is the year of the brooch that you could use a pin and to hold it. And I think that's so fantastic. If somebody didn't know quite how to do it and wanted to consult with you, do you do private consultations?
Yes, yes, I have Zoom. My website has contact information. Just send me text message, yes, or email, and I set up Zoom, and I will show you all technique how to do this. And also, we will have, for example, rayon scarf colors, scarves. We always send together with scarves. I don't know.
I love a good instruction sheet.
Yes, this instruction,
perfect.
yes, you can see all. We try to provide all information. You will not get lost. How
Full
to tie,
service.
how to put this stick through your knitting.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Luba, you know what? Maybe you'll demo more for us in the after party. Thank you so much. So happy to have moving from one first-time presenter to another. So welcome, Ayala. And Ayala, so happy to have you joining us tonight.
Hi, how are you? My name is Ayala Naphtali. I'm coming to you from New York City, where I have grown up and live now, and my studio is in Brooklyn. I consider myself a jeweler and metalsmith because of my work involves a lot of different materials, but all my techniques come from a metalsmithing background. The thing that I'm known for most is coconut shell, and believe it or not, this is coconut shell. Its texture is really rich. It's hard, like a hard wood, but it has this capability to accept the color once it's bleached and dyed. This is a bracelet that is one of my most popular items that I've carried for a long time. I designed the clasp to be really an integral part of the piece. And I also use a lot of semi-precious stones in my work, but the coconut shell is the thing that I think has intrigued me for the longest. And I can do like a lot of different colors, a lot of different sizes, and the texture is really quite unusual. And it's also very light, and I like the sound that it makes too. So also one of the things that people really like about my work is that I make very big earrings like the ones I'm wearing. All my earrings are very lightweight. There's only a few things, and I'm very honest about it. And I'll tell my customer, well, that one, maybe that one's not as light as some of the other things that you could be getting from me. But the coconut shell has, it's like a dense material. So this is your coconut that you would have if you cracked one open, which is not as easy as it sounds. And this would be the end grain. So if you were to cut a piece and there's a little bit of a curve, that would be the part that I'm cutting for this type of earring. These are on my website in a lot of different colors. They're super, super lightweight, and many people have more than one color that they get because they find that they wear them often. I also do clip-on earrings. A lot of people ask about that. These are extremely lightweight, and you just won't feel them. They won't tug you down. Over the last couple of months, I worked on a couple of pieces that I want to show you that are incorporating more of my metalsmithing and my love of the coconut. So if you see really close, there's this really rich color and texture to the piece. I'm actually burning the surface as well. And I've never really gotten tired of this material. I seem to, every time I turn it another way, I see a different texture. I cut it in a different way, I burn it. And this is another material that I'm using that you might see on my website. This piece is a seed from a banana tree that's been cut in slices, and it's also very hard, like the hardness of a walnut shell. This is a piece that I finished in the spring, and I think that it was very emblematic of the times that we were in, because I felt like each piece represented someone in another place that was experiencing a lot of the same things. And the materials are semi-precious stone. This is a seashell from the beach in Tel Aviv. This one is coconut shell. There's some gold. And this is a brooch. It's the time of the brooch. And it's also a necklace.
That's extraordinary. And the way you're forging community within, you know, that it tells a story in itself. It's fantastic.
It took a very long time to finish that piece. And I think that sometimes when people ask me how long something took, I could say a couple of years, especially with pieces like that, because the whole thing just sits around, and every time I walk past it, I move something, and then I'm like, no. And then I walk past it again a week later and I move another thing. And then one day it just like, okay, that's it. It's time.
In an odd way, a signature piece like that, it took a lifetime because it took you to get to the point.
It does, and
your
actually
brain
that is
thinks that
one
way.
of the answers that I sometimes will tell people. The textures and the color of the coconut shell, like in this piece, I mean, it's like really earthy, or it can be really bright. For a long time, I didn't use the brown, which seems like a no-brainer. Like, why were you not using the natural? The natural is really beautiful. But then for some reason, when I paired it with the gold vermeil, it really came to life for me. I felt like it found its place in my line. So now I have a whole collection with the brown, and it's really rich, and you know, it's more representational of a coconut, but it's still question of what is that material that you're using.
And for those of us that, you know, don't like too much bling, it's a way of getting gold into your wardrobe, but still having that natural element of the brown that makes it feel really grounded and earthy.
Yes, it's earthy, yet it has like, it's a little, I like contrast. I mean, I think that this piece shows a lot of contrast. I do use a lot of semi-precious stones as well, but I mix them with the coconut shell often so that you're getting this contrast of, this is peridot, which is faceted. And so it's got a little bit of sparkle, but then the really rich matte texture on the surface of the coconut. I really like the contrast of the two. And this is one of my signature pieces I've been doing for a very long time. And I constantly come up with another combination. And sometimes I oxidize them, sometimes I gold plate them. So there's a lot of different things. I do make a lot of rings. I don't have a lot of them on the website because they are incredibly individual. And I find that the time it takes to actually put them up on the website, and then they're gone before I have time to fill in all the information. So if you're interested in rings, the best way to contact me, and I can go over some of the rings with you.
That was going to be my next question is how would you get in touch then about a ring?
Yeah.
How did you choose your material? How did you decide to work with that?
I started when I got my degree in metalsmithing. I was working in a lot of alternative materials, and that was something that was really stressed in that department at the time. Partially because of the teacher, Bob Ebendorf, who was all about alternative materials, but also because silver was $80 an ounce at that time. And now even when this stock market thing that happened the other day, it went up to 24. So we're talking $80 an ounce when I was in school. So we had to find other things to work with, which was great for me because I really got to experiment with a lot of different things. And I was using some stained wood and anodized aluminum, but I really liked coloring my own materials, but I did not like enamels because they were incredibly fragile. And I'm klutzy, and I would just like work all night on something and drop it on the floor. And that's the, you know, I couldn't deal with that.
And this is so much more unique. Like I'd see it
also-
and I know it was yours.
It's also a renewable material, which, you know, it's now everyone's drinking a lot of coconut milk. So there's a lot of coconut shell, and they're finding lots of new things to do with it. If you Google it, you'd be really surprised at how many things that they've come up with to make out of coconuts.
Now, somebody in the chat is asking specifically about your bracelet and your earrings that you're wearing.
Oh, okay.
And we only have a few seconds left, and the rest we'll do at the
This
after party.
bracelet is so this one has an oval. Most of them have 5 circles, or there are some that have 6. So it depends on the size that you prefer. So there's a few different options on the website. They're actually all the same price. And I can adjust the size by in a lot of different ways. I also, the back, so the links in the back, depending on how far apart they are, that also changes the size. So I've been able to adjust the size very easily on the bracelet. And then I'm gonna just show you, these are similar to the ones I'm wearing, but these actually have stones, and you'll see those on the website as well. The ones I'm wearing have an extra rung. These are the deluxe, and they're all sterling. They're actually not on the website, but if you want those, you can get them. And you can see that they're not really tugging my ears too much, but I felt like I could, for most people, the two was what I mainly do. I decided to throw one extra one on there to see. I like to push the boundaries always with the coconut shell, with the metal, twist it, bend it, burn it, everything until I find out how far I can go. And this is
that's why I like art parties so much, because we get you on and we get to see the things that aren't on your sites. If somebody wants the bigger one, they're going to come to you. I can't wait to get to more questions, and we'll see more. We'll look at that at the after party, but we're definitely so thrilled to have you here.
Thank you.
And thank you so much, Ayala. Thanks for being here. And we're going to turn it over to one of my favorites, to Nina.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nina Valenti, the founder of NatureVsFuture. I am a born and raised New Yorker, a first generation. Actually, my parents are from Sicily. I grew up having a really cool dual life, spending most of the year in Brooklyn, but then also spending my summers in Sicily on a traditional old school farm, where I really got to appreciate nature. And I think this really influenced my life and inspired my design aesthetic, because it about fusing like modern and classic, and then having an environmental mindfulness. I attended Parsons, and then after I graduated, I worked in the industry for a bit, but I really wanted to create my own vision for women's wear. I felt like there was a void of just like really kind of tailored, structured pieces for women that have more like just different body types. So I launched NatureVsFuture in 2002. Since then, it's been made locally in New York City. I use a lot of high-end designer overstock fabrics, which can be like leftover fabrics, like top quality fabrics that are left over from sample rooms in New York, or like overstock of production fabrics from high-end designers from Italy, Japan, like really amazing pieces. And what I love about using stuff like that is that they end up being limited amounts. So sometimes I have just a few yards of something and I make it up in a coat. I'll make some of my classic silhouettes, but in different fabrics. But every season it can change. And I'm inspired by the fabrics. I'm inspired by art, architecture, by all these different things. And I also am completely obsessed with fit. I focus on fit and timeless design, form, function, just pretty much fashion as like collectible art and built to last. So you can have it for years to come. Like everything you kind of want to keep in your collection, not discarded per season. So I'm known for a lot of outerwear pieces. I do these beautiful cashmere coats with a lot of like fun color linings, so that when you open it up, you'll have like a cool kind of pop color of different colors. But also I do like a lot of knitwear pieces, a lot of like organic sweatshirts. This is a super cool piece. I call it the Metamorphosis sweatshirt because you can wear it a lot of different ways. And you can actually unbutton the whole kind of piece and wear it as a shrug. You can play with the button placement. You can take the hood off. Has like really long cuffs with thumb holes. So just kind of fun pieces that you feel like you're wearing a sweatshirt, but you're more put together. Kind of even these like little tailored blazers, but yet they feel like a sweatshirt, but they're really tailored. So you can kind of go from your couch and you can go out. I have like a lot of fun shapes that you can layer in different ways. Something like this, you can unbutton, put your arms through, have it kind of angled. You can layer things under it. I love this piece. It's like a really cool sweatshirt jacket that has, what I love about it too is that it's like it's tailored. So it's not like schleppy, you know, you can wear it out and feel like it's flattering your body shape. And then everything that I do, or not everything, but most pieces have asymmetrical details. But what's nice about that is that you can kind of play with the fit. But something like this, you can wear it as a big cowl neck, but then you can also kind of hide in it and pull it up when it gets windy, to have some protection from the weather, which nowadays, since we're doing a lot of outdoor dining and just spending, you know, way more time outside, it's nice to have these kind of pieces. Also, a lot of my classic pieces, this is a beautiful wool jersey. They come in different fabrics. So this is wool, but then I also will do it in a really nice fleece. And they're really great pieces, like from basically a 360-degree angle, because I'm always obsessed with fit. It's like when you kind of walk around the garment, you see all the details that go into it. I also do a lot of rainwear pieces, which this is a really cool piece that I like to show because it's just has a lot going on.
While you're doing that, Nina, I just want to say to you that one of the things that I'm the most obsessed about with your work is a lot of times fit and comfort don't go together. And with your work, it does. Like, you know, you're concerned with fit, you're concerned with how it's going to look on the body. And yet I really get the feeling that like you could go home and kind of lie down in it and forget that you're not in your PJs.
It's definitely, because I'm really into having things like being form and function, but being to the shape of women. I just feel like many years ago, it seemed like the world was designing for one body type, and we're so many different body types that it's like, you know, that's why not every single brand can work for every single shape of person. But like for me, I'm really into trying to accentuate. That's why I also try and offer size range of extra small through extra large, because a lot of the pieces do fit for different shapes. It's hard now. I always wish that I can have something for everyone, but I try my best to find stuff for people. And that's what I miss and love about all the shows we used to do. Because I had so much one-on-one with customers that I can see your body type and I can just like find something for you. And speaking of that, that's why I actually still do in-house like studio visits where I can work one-on-one with customers. And this way I can find something for you that works. But the detail about
if someone can't get to you because they're not near you or they're concerned with socially distancing, are you doing the same thing via Zoom, or do you send?
Yes, I do the same via Zoom. I kind of can, you know, like I look at you, I try and think about your shape. I ask you different questions. I'll try on stuff for you. And then I kind of can put together a little pick box, send it to you. You can try stuff on at home. And, you know, I can even, you know, virtually try stuff on with you. We can discuss it and then you can send back what doesn't work, or, you know, we just kind of work like that. We have to now at this time.
I have to tell you, if somebody hasn't experienced the joy of a pick box, it's like the greatest thing. This package arrives, you get to try it on at your leisure, you know, no uncomfortable dressing room, and you keep what works.
Exactly. Yeah, it is fun because I feel like it's always, when you get home is when you really feel like if it works for you, because that's when you're trying it on in your own mirror in your own house. So yeah. Oh, but the detail about this was just that it has this hood that you can actually also unzip, and then it becomes a cowl neck. So it's a great kind of like windbreaker / raincoat. And then it has a great fit, like I was saying, from front and back. It has just really cool details. I also do some capes. Sorry?
Show us a cape and then we're going to move on. But
Okay.
I can't see enough of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure with timing. I'm not the best at time management.
Pretty much there.
Okay. This is just like also a waterproof cape that it has like an asymmetrical detail. So it's not your classic fit. It kind of has an angled shape, which also gives it just like an extra design element.
Nina, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This stuff is really inspiring. I cannot believe we are up to our last artist of the evening, but I'm so excited to present to you Danielle of Merzatta Jewelry, of which this is.
Unmute. Hello. Hi. Thanks, Karla.
Hey.
And thank you for wearing that necklace.
My pleasure's mine.
My name is Danielle Merzatta. I'm an art jeweler in Morristown, New Jersey, and the necklace Karla is wearing is actually carved and cast from this bark from a palm tree. So one of the things that I do is find interesting and unexpected textures in nature and then think about how they might move onto the body. So the piece Karla is wearing is actually built out of 2 shapes kind of like this put together into this neck form. Can you pull it up again, Karla? That was kind of fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, anyway, so to try to see these different shapes in different ways and then move them around the body and in new combinations, and how can they become more as the sum of their parts when they're transferred from this organic transient material into metal. And then this piece is also that same wing shape 4 times into this sort of egg drop necklace, which looks like this on. So my collection has a huge number of forms built out of different spots. Maybe there are 20 different organic pieces that we begin with. So this cool shape here, when sliced, looks like that. And so how can I take that shape and then cast it into gold, sterling, or bronze? So we use metals like the Olympics and put it on the body. One of the things we did today was released a small capsule collection of Valentine's Day pieces. And so took some of our core collection natural materials and concepts and molds and built them into this this capsule. I think these are not online yet, but if you have a question about anything, you could pull that one up. It's in like Merzatta Gifts Valentine's. And if you see something in there that you want me to try on, it might be fun to find scale. I launched that collection before I had all the information like measurements and whatnot put on it. Here are some more pieces from that collection. This is a C-fan stud earring, little disco ball. This is one of my favorite not new textures, but a new branch that I can show you sort of how that moves from organic form into solid piece. So this is a heavy, when I make something in a scale like this, it's called a rodeo piece. It's just a little bit broader, than like a femme spot. Melissa, are you still on this call? I think so, right? So when I'm not working in this very fixed concept of organic form design, another thing I love to do is make very, very, very simple kind of classic feeling pieces with really fabulous stones in them. So these 2 pieces are already earmarked for someone, but this design concept is a personal favorite. So these are kinetic rings.
Are those mine?
Yes, they are. You haven't seen them in a while, so I thought I should show them to you again. We haven't done the sizing on these yet, so they'll be sized to fit. And then any center stone can happen here. So sometimes when you have a piece that you love that's Merzatta, it could be this pinecone ring, for example. And then in this case, we've added a really special stone to the center of that core collection piece. And in this case, it's a formula of these I'd like to see 7 bands with a custom choice stone in the center, or maybe 2 or 3 stones in the center of that. But the formula is the same. It's always this thickness of gold. It always fits in this type of way. And another necklace that I really love to do that with is our diamond slice necklace. So this is similarly a formula where we take an exceptional stone, wrap it really simply in 14 karat gold. They're always 18 inches long with 3 sizing loops at 18, 16, and 15. So you could always say, I'd like mine to be 24 inches long. We'll make anything to you. But in terms of like how we prepare a collection, it has like these ingredients. And then the milestone thing, or like the one of a kind piece of it, is whatever stone is in there. And then today on our site, there's this special new diamond slice that's up that has actually a hole in the center of the diamond. And then that's a 24 karat heart riveted into the center of that diamond. NPR, did you just like react in some way?
She's reacting. She's dying.
Okay.
We're both dying. I mean, it's like such a cool way to wear a heart. I'm like,
it's a very, it actually is really a very special piece. If you happen to know our work, like it really is actually very unusual and sort of exciting day to have a piece like that.
Yeah, great way to start. And especially this year where like, to me, like hearts have lost all cloying cheese. It's just a wonderful thing.
I am with you.
Like, here to celebrate love and to like speak out that we're unabashedly, feeling the heart. And
I'm with you. I always thought that a jeweler making heart jewelry at Valentine's Day would be just like a commercial, like Hallmark card. But this year, I feel like the more cashmere, the more puppies, the more hearts and like sparkly stars, like the better. And that we all need as much of that as possible. So yeah,
You're
so I'm
welcome.
really excited about it.
Which brings me to a very funny question that we got, which is, or at least it's funny to me. Oh, look at that. Well, I don't want to
Sorry.
stop looking at
I
hearts yet.
made these
No.
cards, so I just want to
Keep
show.
going.
Go
You
ahead.
keep going.
No, go ahead.
So the question is, so for instance, mine, you showed me the material it's made out of. Do people collect? I would collect your jewelry and collect from all different materials, but are there actually people that collect a series, like in other words, all pine cones or all sea fans, you know?
It does happen occasionally. Sometimes you might, particularly with this material. So this is something that hits nostalgia for a lot of people. Some of the pine cones we use are really rare things and they're, you don't bump into them in your life. But this one, maybe you used to put in your brother's pillow, or maybe you remember your dad cursing at them while he like mowed the lawn, or maybe your grandmother painted them gold and made a wreath for you. And so this particular piece, often in other forms, I'm telling you about this cool pine cone that I found while we were on the shores of Whereverville. But with this one, the stories usually come the other way. And you're telling me about the time, like, oh my gosh, I remember when.
I literally had a bowl of sweet gumballs on my dining room table. That was my centerpiece for years and years and years.
One of our clients, it was the death of a child. There was a tree near a bench she sat in at a hospital that she spent too much time at. And this was all over the floor. And so when she saw that collection, that is her collection. But most of the time it's like, I love organic stuff. And this makes me feel like a rock star. And so typically, no, people don't collect in collections, but I always thought that they would. And so I am well set up to sell to you across a collection. Like every collection has a small earring and a little earring and a crawler and a big one and a drop and a bracelet, and kind of like that.
And some people know, some people don't, but Danielle, you know what? We'll do the gallery at the after party. Let's do rings for a second. We have less than a minute, but show us a few rings.
Oh yeah, totally. Here is I made a mess. I don't know. This is a ring I really love. This is one of my most classic core collection rings. Can you guys see that? It's carved out of the thread pattern inside this pine cone and usually doesn't have a heart in the center. Sorry about the finger choice.
Hold it a little closer and still. Yeah.
In this case, it's oxidized sterling, and then I cut out the center and made kind of like a reverse bezel of this heart. And we can, for $250, take your existing ring and then like rebuild the center with this 18-karat heart in the middle if you're ready for an upgrade on your pinion ring. Anyway, but I'm pretty pumped about that.
Danielle, we're going to do more later, but you are amazing. As always, super here. Thank you so much. And thank you to all the amazing artists we had here presenting with us. I couldn't be prouder to be hosting such an amazing party. And I just love hearing everybody's stories. And I want to thank everybody who came here tonight as well, as I know every single artist does. You are inspiration. You are why we create what we create. Seeing your faces here and feeling your response to what we do inspires us to get in our studios and feel the joy that we do when we create. Without seeing, we're the kind of artisans, all of us here, who need to know a little bit about the base who we're creating for. And by showing up here today, you're so supporting arts and artisans, and coming to these parties fuels us. We're loving having this platform. And so many of you have also asked right before we get to the raffle, what you can do to support the arts at these trying times. And you've done it by coming, and you can still do it by continuing to come and telling your friends about us and helping us grow this wonderful platform that we have to share and connect with each other. The other thing that inspires us and helps us is when you connect with us over our social media. So if you haven't followed all the artists here on whatever social media you're on, Facebook or Instagram, we love our likes and our follows. We love people reading our newsletters, which we put our hearts into, and subscribing and connecting and getting feedback, emailing, just, tell us that you like what we're putting out there, and it goes so far, you have no idea. So don't forget to tell your friends how much fun you had today. Bring them to the next art party. Party with your friends at a party. And let's get to the fun. Let's get to our raffle winners. So what I'd like you all to do is, if you're up for it, unmute yourselves, help us cheer on our winners, help us congratulate the people that win our prizes tonight. And for those of you that win our prizes tonight, please pop your email into the chat so that we can get in touch with you. to send you your coupon code, as well as if you don't want to put it in the public chat, you can message Megan at admin NPR Megan Patrice Riley. You can put your email in there if you are a winner. So let's get to it. For Kathleen Tesnakis of Ecologic, we have a winner in Stacy Creamer. Stacy, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey, I love hearing a happy response. For Crystal Kodada, we have Edwina Marin. Edwina.
Yeah.
So for LFabrika, for Luba, our new vendor, we have Elizabeth Walther. Elizabeth is a winner. Yay! And for Ayala Naphtali, we have Linda Peshkin. Woo! For NatureVsFuture, Karen Newman. That was an easy one to pronounce. Hooray, Karen! And finally, for Merzatta, we have Brenda Whiteley. Yay, Brenda! Woo! So congratulations to all our winners. The other thing that I want is for everyone to leave feeling like a winner tonight. So you are going to receive a coupon code for 10% off all 6 of the makers' websites, as well as myself, your host, and Megan Patrice Riley, your co-host. So the 10% is good across the board. You'll get the email is good from today through February 12th. You'll get an email reminder with the code in it. But for those of you that can't wait to go to our websites, it is Art Party Feb 6, the coupon code. Again, ARTPARTYFEB 6. Thank you so much. Megan's website is meganpatricerileyjewelry.com and mine is karlagudeon.com. And we're going to send you that follow-up with all the codes. Thank you so much again for coming today. We had such a good time with you. I want to give another shout out to Megan Patrice Riley, because I could not have done what she did, which is keep everything going, keep the links up in the chat. Look at that, Liz is holding up one of Megan's purses, which is amazing. And so don't forget to check out her site. We have 2 days of parties next week. We have parties on Thursday and Saturday next week. We have Barbara Poole with B Felt. Oh, I'm going to remind you all that we can hear you now. So if you're in a side conversation, just mute yourself, please. Thank you. We have Barbara Poole with B Felt. We have Lauren Pacenti Jewelry. We have It's by Jan Silk Scarves. We have Valerie Hector, Suchi Pottery, Shanna Croy's Jewelry, Swan and Stone Millinery. Yep, this one right here. Megan Patrice Riley Jewelry, Vespertine NYC, Ayala, Naphtali Jewelry will be presenting again, The Wearable Garden, and Griffith Evans. You can RSVP at artpartycentral.org, or you can join our VIP program and have the links and discounts sent right to you. So I'm going to speak for all the artists again. I'll take that liberty of saying you totally rock. We miss seeing you in person, but this is actually super, super fabulous. And such a great way to stay connected. We know you're busy. So if now is the time for you to log off, we totally understand. But for those of you that want to hang out, chat, see more work, and ask questions, please unmute yourself and feel free to shout out a question. We're going to stay on for the after party.
I know we missed questions.
Yep, we certainly did. Anybody have one that they want to say? We'll be quiet for a second so you could just, Liz.
I found my mittens. I found my mittens. I was running around looking for my mittens.
Oh,
You're great.
Cutest outfit.
Actually, you showing that is going to bring me to a question for Kathleen. So here I am. We're going to do a computer shot here. I'm going to move it so you can see this fabulous bandit skirt that I'm wearing. And my question for Kathleen is why? Like, how is it possible that somebody with an ample bottom like me looks so great in a fitted skirt, which I never thought I could pull off? What is it about your skirts that make it different than any other straight fitted skirt I've ever had?
Well, I don't know. I think there's a little magic in what happens over here. But the cashmere knit. It loves to remember your body. You know, it will start to remember your shape and then fall into line, which is something I really love about it. But it's really amazing. People look at those skirts and think, oh, you know, never, I couldn't do that. It's going to be clingy, or it's not going to make me feel great. But actually the opposite is true. The material is so fabulous, and way it falls on you with the right layering in the top, you can have a little bit of a heavier undercarriage, and it works beautifully. It's all in how you style it. And I love it when people have the confidence to push through, because it is absolutely adorable when you get the confidence to do it.
You told me it would be, and frankly, if as much as I love you, I had my doubts, but let me tell you, the undercarriage, it's fine and happy.
Wait a minute. Oh, I'm feeling great. Wait a minute. Let me turn off your mother's art party.
Sorry about muted that. Okay. I will mute you.
Thank you. Okay, next question. Megan, do you have one at the ready?
I do not, but I know we missed some, so I wanted to make sure we. I wanted Ayala to try on that necklace that's on the mannequin, because tons of people were asking about that Ayala.
Okay.
I'm gonna spotlight you, sweetie.
Big on me. I do have a photo on my website of my niece wearing it, and it looks like her. So they're made to sort of overlap in sections. So like on me, a different neckline, but so basically I made it. It actually took forever to get the right jumbled combo. You know, it's like you need it to overlap here and there, but not too much. But it's just it took me forever to orchestrate this whole situation. But I was really happy with how it came out, and it was one of those things where it sat on a mannequin at the studio, and I would walk by and go like, no, maybe this one should be bigger, or this one should be here, or that, and eventually it came into being. But it's still pretty light, even though there's quite a bit of silver on this piece compared to this one, which has less silver, but also, you know, very light. And I do these in lots of combinations, but the multicolored ones have been actually the most popular, because you can show off whatever color you need to show off for that. And actually the clasp on this is part of the piece, so it can go on the side too.
So pretty. I know also a question for Luba. I want about the hot pink
Somebody
skirt.
asked me about pink one on the mannequin.
Hold on one second. The hot pink one that you had over here on the mannequin, the rayon 3 colors one that's like pink, darker.
You mean this
one?
one?
I think we should try both of those on.
Okay. This some kind of magenta with black currant colors. And yeah, I show you a little closer. And yeah, it's because I have black top, maybe you will not see clear, but it's like that. It's very bright magenta.
So beautiful. I love those colors.
And this very deep black currant. And this jewel tone, one of them, yeah.
That is fantastic.
And I thought somebody asked about this pink, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. This pink, it's 100% of linen, like I showed you before, white one. And also I have some coral. It's also pink, but a little darker. You can see this different colors. But that mannequin, this one, you can wear little light. It's like airy, very airy one. And could be like that. You can again put your brush here or something to hold on, or just make more like that, or just like I like to use for all my scarves. just like that.
Oh, that's fabulous. And I love the idea of pairing it. I love the idea of pairing it with the
And
brooch.
you know, yeah, and you sometimes you just make little knot and make, you know, it's so fun when you do like little, I don't know how to say, it's little fun.
It
And
is.
also, yes,
It's like I said before, it's like a party in a scarf. That's so great, Luba.
yeah, I just want to show one more thing, it's very light, like you said before. Even this small pin, like all of us, we have something a little bit like pin or something. This is just hair stick. It's like that. Look at this.
That's fantastic. That's so sharp. Ha ha ha. I love that.
Oh, Karla.
Crystal, we have a couple of questions for you. One I wrote down from the chat earlier, which was, what does full grain mean? Does it mean it's not split? And then we're going to go to a question about the size of your bags.
I love that question. Awesome. Thank you for asking that. Well, thank you.
And can you, this is Megan, can you also show us the inside of the clutch?
Well, yeah, and when you show us the inside of the clutch, the question is, if you're a packer like I am, like you put tons your entire life in your purse, how much can you fit into that?
A lot. Yes, a lot. It's like a Mary Poppins bag. But to answer first to the full grain, so that's actually the highest quality. There's different grades of leather. So full grain means that nothing was removed. Like it has all the properties of like the actual like skin, the actual hide of it. So like you can see like all the shine, the textures, the oil, like just like all of that was not removed during the tanning process when they like process like the actual like hide. So like full grain is like the highest quality. Then there's top grain, which is like top grains like that you like actually they take off like a portion of it. So full grain has everything. And then this clutch, which great is, so it's really, oh sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I can hear you.
So the inside you can see here has, and so it's,
Crystal, can you come closer and show us the inside again?
Absolutely.
And hold it still a little. There we go.
Yeah, right here, and there's a pocket on the inside. And then to kind of give you the depth, I have a coat here. It's pretty hilarious. It's like Mary Poppins bag here, right? So kind of to give you an idea, I mean, it's really, it's really bulky, but you kind of put it in here like that, like so. You can see how the leather stretches. You know what I mean? And then bam, like there you go.
Yes. It's like the circus car. It's like you could take everything out. Mary Poppins. It's a Mary Poppins like modern. It's a badass Mary Poppins bag.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. That's fantastic. And Nina, can you take one of the things that you said can be worn a million ways, like the metamorphosis sweatshirt or one of those other things, and show us some of the different ways? And does it come with something that tells you the many ways you could wear it?
So most of the stuff, like most of how to wear it, and I think once you do it once, you're fine. But you can always like send me a message and I can kind of do a video with it. But a lot of the stuff is kind of like on the website, there'll be different pictures of it, like how the shapes are. So you can kind of figure it out from that. But just to show you, let's say like the metamorphosis sweatshirt, I'm just going to throw it over what I have on now because my studio is actually quite cold. So you can kind of put it on. Sorry, I'm wearing a little, I wouldn't wear another sweatshirt under it, but
right.
But just to show you shape wise, it has this kind of fun like trapeze shape. And then you can actually play with all the buttons this way, whether you can take off the entire hood by just unbuttoning the details here. Then you can actually, there's like no rules to it. You kind of just make it morph into however you like. So you can actually take the whole thing off. I don't know how much you can see, but
that's perfect.
Okay, so like this is having it almost like half cropped. And then this is it with it all buttoned, but you can actually unbutton it as well and have it either just kind of draping, or you can actually take the whole thing off and then it's just like a little shrug. And then you can actually put the hood on and have it like a hood with a shrug, or not. You can have it just as a sweatshirt.
Well, I bet the hooded shrug in spring is like the coolest looking thing ever. I don't know that I've
It's
ever
fun. I mean, the
seen a
whole thing
hooded
comes
shrug,
off.
but now I can't imagine living without a hooded shrug.
So just to show you without taking too much time, like the whole thing can just unbutton.
Very cool.
But that's what makes it cool. I mean, you can really just play with it however you like. The shape of it just kind of transforms into however you kind of manipulate the buttons, because there's so many buttons. Yeah, that's one. Did you want to see another one, or?
Sure, one more.
Okay. So this is a great one too, the capelet, which isn't such a great layering piece. And it basically is a cape / vest / half cape, half vest. And this is a great layering piece for when you are outdoor dining and all that stuff, because it's, first of all, especially in this black fleece, it's like a wind blocking fleece. So it's really warm and cozy. And it has a cool, very cool shape where you can button it fully and wear it just as a cape. You can put your arms through the top and wear it as a vest, but I actually love it as like half cape, half vest. So I put my arms through the center, and then you have the kind of cape shape, but yet it's like flexible. You can kind of move around, and it's really warm and cozy. And then it's nice because like let's say if you're wearing a contrast sleeve color, it kind of pokes through, and it has this really nice high funnel neck, so you stay nice and warm.
Very sharp looking. I could see going out to dinner, but also just hanging cozy in it. Thank you so much,
Definitely.
Nina.
Thanks.
And if there aren't another questions, I did want to ask Danielle to show us and tell us a little about her gallery, but I will be quiet for a second in case somebody wants to shout out a question. Oh, and then somebody else asked Danielle also about seeing crochet heart earrings that they saw from your email. All right, Danielle, let's do the crochet heart earrings and show us your gallery.
Sorry, I was my mute was off. I'm not sure where they are, but this is my shop. So maybe as I'm walking around, I will find them. So I have a small, it's like a 450 square foot contemporary craft gallery in Morristown, New Jersey, that is open to the public. It's a pretty lightly trafficked space, but we also are open by appointment if that's more your jam. But yeah, I would love to welcome anybody here that is in fact going out these days. I think I made too big a mess. I don't think I can show you them. But if whoever it is would shoot your email into the chat, I'll send you a little video.
It's Melissa.
Oh, hey, Melissa.
And there's nothing an artist likes more than hearing about another artist's mess. It just makes you feel like you're
Yeah,
not-
I mean, these are parties. Like this is the jewelry.
Give me all of it. And you also show us how kinetic that new diamond slice heart thing is, and we've all converted for hearts apparently. Oh my goodness!
Oh my God, I'm so
I always hated it too. I think you and I have talked endlessly about the whole heart thing. So it spins.
Yes.
That's so
this diamond has a full hole through it, as though it were drilled through, and this 24 karat heart, it has a pin in it, and then that's riveted to the back.
Yeah.
So cool. I don't know that I can ever do that again. But
Oh, so it spins around the front of the diamond slice, not through.
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
Right. So it'll tilt a little bit as you wear it. And so part of that is that when you see something like this, it looks applied, right? It looks like, oh, maybe that's glued on there or something. And so to counter what it could feel like, if it moves, the only possibility is a cold connection, meaning a rivet or something that doesn't have like I guess an enamel would be a cold connection, but you know what I mean? Like something that's not an adhesive that tells a little more of the engineering like part of the story. I mean, I'm very seduced by this like gold riveted through diamond. So I'm glad you are too.
And I also like that, if you had it on the nape of your neck, you could sit there and just do a little fidget and still look cool,
Yeah,
but kind of be
totally.
with something that brings you joy. you know, which is super cool. It's again, that thing I was talking about at the beginning where the people, I think everyone here, if you haven't bought handmade, you're appreciating it by being here. But once you've bought handmade, it's wearing, you know, it's wearing and having things in your home that feel completely different than anything commercial. You feel like you're wearing people and, you know, spirit and, you know, supporting all the things that make the world beautiful. So I think that's so great. And somebody wants to know what street you're on in Morristown.
I'm on Catano Avenue.
There it is. Somebody just posted it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Sue.
Thank you, Sue.
It's really important to have a tribe of people that will keep you on deck.
Well, this is our tribe here, Art Party Central. We've got,
they're right here.
a beautiful tribe of collectors. And
So I had asked Chris to set up a case for me. So he did, which means he hid the hearts in the case. Anyway, so these are cast from lace. And here is what they look like on.
I wanted to see how large they were.
They're big. I mean,
They're bigger than I thought, but they're really cool.
Yeah, they are big, but I love them. I also love them as an idea for a pin. Which
yeah, actually, I had at first intended pin, honestly. But I don't know. I got excited.
Gosh, I love it all. I love it all.
This collection too, like this movement one. Sometimes when you see designers like hang a movement thing from a stagnant thing, this has a stopper in the back so that this will only move this much. And so that's also a 24 karat little nugget stopper, which keeps, you know, kind of like the other heart. It gives you that kinetic movement without it being totally free form. Like I want to have control, but I want to give you flex. And so I feel like some of these little details are what, you know, we want to be like dead nuts landing on every piece. And I feel like we've hit it on some of these. So that's good.
I love it. So sadly, I think our evening has come to an end unless we have any more questions. I'm opening up to the floor. You can either speak out or raise your hand or throw it in the chat. Oh, wait, Carrie is going to show off her bag. Carrie,
you can see it.
Carrie, yes, I'm gonna get you some.
Yes, Carrie, we're going to get you spotlit.
If I start glyphing out, wait, well, hold on. Let me take the backdrop off and you'll see I still have a Frida Kahlo Christmas tree behind me. And
yes. You and me, Carrie, Frida girls.
Frida presiding. Let me get this backdrop off. Wait.
It can't hurt to channel a little Frida Kahlo every day of the year.
I can't see.
Self-expression.
Okay.
I think if you just hold the bag up in front of your body.
Well, I'm trying to get a backdrop and settings here. Oh, I already have them up. Sorry. They've been waiting for me. Let me just get this off. You'll see I have a, so you can see the bag a little bit better. I have so many backdrops on this that.
There we go.
Okay, so you'll actually.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, hold it a little higher, Carrie.
Yeah, maybe move your chair.
Oh my God.
So good.
It looks fabulous on you.
Thank you. I have pictures too. I can probably post them. I was getting all of these compliments. I had this beret and I had a coat with a red scarf and everyone was like, you look like Marlo Thomas or that girl, or kind of more like you should throw your hat up and with the hat, you know, the hat in the bag. And it was like with the crossbody and they loved it. Everybody loved it. So
much. You're a beautiful soul.
It feels really great too. And thanks for the personalization. I loved the silver metallic, my name in silver metallic lettering. That was cool.
Oh, I thought that, thank you. You just made my night.
Oh,
Thank you.
really? I'm glad I went through all the trouble of putting all of the different settings.
Yay.
So I'll show up, even though I'm dying of the heat because with my Ekologic sweater and this, but this is my Nature versus Future jacket.
Oh, that was great.
I love it. Awesome.
That is awesome. You're a good collector.
Yeah, I set off the modeling thing.
Two more questions.
Yeah, great. Probably not my next career.
Beautiful.
No, I think it should be. This should be the modeling of the future. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it.
So,
Definitely
Chris-
very, very warm.
Yeah.
these aren't. These are the ones she said, you can wear in lighter temperatures, and you really can.
Yeah.
So Crystal, what are the dimensions of the crossover bag? Do we know? And then we have one question for Luba from Sue.
This bag or the other, the one that.
The question in the chat is the crossover. So I think it's the one Carrie had on. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So here it is. Let me give you, it's on my site, but I know that sometimes people miss it. Like I understand. Sorry, I'm getting. Actually, my husband is getting it for you. 1 second.
While she's getting it, Sue, what is your question, Sue? While she's getting dimensions, Sue, what's your question for Luba?
So before the Q&A started, and I love that we have a pet. You always need a pet in Zoom. Luba, were you wearing the light gray oversized cashmere wrap? And could you just kind of show us what that, like how thick it is and kind of how you can wear it?
I love that
You
one.
talk about this one, yes?
Yes.
Like, because I have heavy one, but this lighter, this cashmere. Okay. Okay. This about. I somewhere I had sizes. Okay. This about size 85 to 20, and I will show you closer, but if you stay like this, it's actually cover your, I'm 5.3, but it's cover even your knees, underneath. And after that, you can wrap like that. And your back will be like that.
Looks so snuggly.
I think that's my favorite. It just has such an elegance and a snuggle factor. You're right.
It's not really thick compared with this one. This really heavy one, I can say like wrap and blanket, but this some kind of gentle scarf shawl. And I want to just show you. It's not really thick. It's not really thick.
Luba, thank you.
Luba, do you ever do
you know what? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do you do a custom Luba ever? If it's like, I'd like something 50 centimeters by something.
Yes. Actually, I have a lot of customers order because men, for example, they're so different height, and many of them, they want longer. Many of them, they were like in women, and even this for men, bright red, bright blue. Usually I'm not doing on a regular basis, but this special orders.
That's
and
great.
Sometimes they like very bright orange one. Look, it just they want colors.
Luba, they're beautiful, and I'm sure people are going to email you from the email and make some private appointments.
Yes, Daniel.
We're going to move to that.
Talk to me, Zoom me, and special size.
Perfect.
What I'm doing also.
Thank you, Luba.
Yeah,
we're going to move. It's getting a little late. We're going to move to Crystal and let her give us the dimensions.
All right. Thank you so much, Kara. Thank you. So it's Karla. So it is 6. So so here we go. Not 9 3/4 is the width, and then the height, right, is 6 1/4. So I just kind of also have a tape measure just to kind of give you an idea. And then the width of it, it's like a 1/2 inch, like the width, the actual width of it. And so that's it. And then the crossbody strap is 7/8 inch, like wide.
Yep. And still modeled on Carrie. Well, listen, everyone, it is 7 o'clock. It has been a heck of a party and an after party. I want to thank everyone for coming and spending your Saturday evening with us. I hope you all had as good a time as I did. And it's so nice to see all of you.